Welcome, everyone. My name is Ann Deidre, and this is the Intuitive Millionaire Coach Show. This is my husband, Dean.
Hello.
And we're welcoming Kelly to the show today. She's a brand new on-air client, and I'll give you a little background, and then I'll have Kelly tell us why she's interested in some intuitive coaching with me, and I'm really happy that she's with us for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So welcome, Kelly.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'll tell you a little bit about myself if you haven't tuned into the show before. So my name is Ann Deidre. I'm an intuitive life coach. I specialize in life purpose and also relationships, career, emotional well-being, those kinds of things. And I've been working with people all over the country for a number of years, helping them break through from anything that's holding them back, really, and help them move forward to a place where they feel that everything in their life is working. Basically, I use the word alignment. What that means is that you pretty much feel like everything in your life is working. Your relationships are working, your job, your career, you feel like you're connected to the source of what I call God or higher power within you, and that you're not running on empty, but that you're running on full, and it shows in every area of your life. This is something that I've gone through in my life, and so it's called transformation, and being on the other side of it is a great place to be. And there's a lot of people in the world right now that's kind of waking up to 2012. You heard about the Mayan calendar or anything like that. There really is a shift going on in the universe, and things are changing, in great ways. And more people are realizing that there's a lot more to life than they'd ever thought possible, and there's a lot of possibilities in life and something called full potential. So that's really exciting. So Kelly, if you'd like to tell everyone maybe how you met me and why you're interested in coaching and what's going on with your life, because we want to do kind of like a before and after. So we're starting here. We'll work anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, seeing where you're at. So why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what your expectations are and how you're feeling right now.
So right now I'm a single mom. I'm in a job that I'm not thrilled about. And I'm struggling with relationships. So there's a lot of major themes in my life that just don't seem to be working, or I'm like stuck in this cycle that I can't get out of.
Okay.
I have dreams and hopes that I will find a career that is I'm passionate about, that I'll find, be in a relationship that is, one that I can only dream of.
Right.
And those sorts of things. So it's just a lot of, I just feel stuck.
Okay.
And I just need the push to get out, any blockages that I have or anything like that to move forward.
Okay. Great. Now, did you bring your client profile? Do you have that with you? All right. And I'm going to let everybody know, everybody that I work with, I send them something called a client profile, which will ask for key people in their life, the results they'd like to achieve through coaching, and just some different questions to identify maybe why they chose the career that they did. And what's different about my work is that when I work with people, I'm not telling them my opinion or things that I could have read in a life coaching book. The psychic intuitive work that I do, I will be tuning in. I'm gonna read some questions to Kelly, and even though she already wrote down the answers, she's gonna read the answers back to me, and I'm going to read what they say read in the intuitive world. I'm going to listen and pick up kind of supernatural messages for her. I'm an interpreter, basically, of the higher realms of information. If you have any idea of how psychic works, is that through Kelly's voice, I'm going to hear from her higher guides and angels information for her to help her get unstuck. Okay, so we're going to start the process, Kelly. If you've been following me for a while, I've got a few different tricks up my sleeve, so to speak. We're going to be working on wealth center chakra clearing. I'm also a certified professional reader of 5 years. So we've got a number of ways to get through to exactly what's going on with you at the deepest level. Okay?
Great.
So today we're going to just start, and there's a lot here to work with, which is the good news. So I'm thinking, do we want to go career or relationship? Do you have a preference? We're going to get through all of it, but
Okay.
what's your feeling
let's start
about
with
today?
relationship.
What's that?
What's that?
Go ahead.
Well, I'd like to start with relationship, but I don't know. I guess whatever comes up, because I feel like it all could be intertwined too. I mean, who really knows? So.
Well, I'm going to encourage you the whole time to listen to your intuition, because when you know something, I'm going to encourage you to honor it. So I know that you know that they're all intertwined, and I have a feeling they are as well. So you kind of unravel one little wire, and it's like I'm just seeing like a necklace. You ever get a knot in your necklace and you try to, one of those, right? And then you have to find the right strand, and then the whole thing, poof, is suddenly you can wear your necklace again. That's the vision I'm getting for you. So yeah, you're right on with that. It's all something related to. And just to let everybody know, when I close my eyes and tune in, it means that I'm officially getting the answers for Kelly. Again, I'm going to say my prayer so I can connect with the higher beings that I need to connect with. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call on your higher divine self. I'm going to call on my higher divine self. I'm going to include the masters of light, the teachers of light, the hierarchy of light. I'm going to ask the highest good to come through, highest and best that you can ever imagine. Thank you, protected space, and a clear and pure channel today for Kelly Wellwish here. Thank you, God. Amen. And I know that you work with the masters of light too, so that should be significant, don't you think?
I think so, yeah.
I think that's very helpful. And do you want to share with everybody any of your experiences? I'm an adept initiate with the Modern Mystery School. It's a wonderful school, headquarters in Toronto, Canada. And Kelly is. Do you want to tell anybody about your experience with the school, Kelly?
Well, just being, becoming an adept, it was, I don't know, it was pretty cool, and I've learned a lot about myself since, and been a journey definitely that I know will continue, but it's definitely helping me make next steps in my life. So yeah, no, it is. It's a great school.
Yeah. So Kelly and I are both adept initiates, and it means we're initiated with the universal brother and sisterhood of light, and when we call them the masters of light, Kelly's been initiated to work with them closely as well. So we're in good company here with us. Okay, now let's see. I'm going over your key people in your life. I'm going to see what speaks to me. Okay. I'm getting a different feeling. I'm going to work on Foundation Wealth Center, because I'm feeling like the foundation around your relationships and your career. Now, you would normally think that love would be in the love or heart chakra, right? And your career would be in the root chakra. But where we've established that I feel like there's some kind of issue, if you will, that's speaking to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the Foundation Wealth Center and see what comes here. Now, how this works is that I'm going to start to talk about the qualities. For anybody at home or watching, there's something called the chakra system. You can Google it. There's 7 spiritual centers in the body. I renamed them wealth centers because I found with people that as many blocks as they have in these centers, they have great wealth in these centers as well. Okay, so working with Kelly today, I'm going to hopefully find out what the blocks are and then where her true strengths are. So I'm getting definitely some root chakra foundation wealth center for you. So I'm going to call on, I think, Archangel Michael, actually, to assist us along with the hierarchy and the soul career purpose. And so the Foundation Wealth Center has to do with roof over your head. It has to do with the feeling that your basic needs are met. It has to do with feeling connected to the earth, connected to your purpose. And let me see what else comes up. Those are the basic qualities of the Foundation Wealth Center. So when I talk about that, Kelly, can you tell me anything that comes up for you in terms of any memory from childhood, anything at all, or present day when I talk about the basic, very basic survival needs? I'm talking about roof over your head, food on the table. Why don't you tell me anything about that right now, and I'll tune in and see what I get.
Well, first I started thinking, because, since right now I make enough money, I don't think. So I struggle, to make ends meet currently. But growing up, it was always like that as well. My dad would get laid off kind of frequently, or frequently enough that you noticed, and it becomes an issue. We grew up in a wealthy area as well, so you could see the divide between, where our family was and like where all my friends were. So I wouldn't say that we were, broke poor, but it was enough that, I couldn't get the kind of clothes I wanted and stuff that, teenagers and things like that would want. So, so in terms of stability and and foundation, that's just what came to my mind.
Right. Okay. Now, as far as your father, just as far as you know, did he have any kind of artistic or creative side to him, or holding down a job? Did you see him as more a brilliant person than he may have been rewarded for financially?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Why don't you tell me about that? That's what I'm getting.
So he's in sales. But he's in sales, which is just a job really to him.
Right. Yeah.
He started a landscaping company.
Yeah.
Which he did for a few years, but it just wasn't enough to support a family of 5, so he had to stop doing that.
Yep. That's what I got.
He has a lot more potential than what he has ever been able to express.
Yeah. Okay. Bingo. Let's go a little deeper. Because when I was looking over your key people in your life, your dad did stand out, but that's why they told me to go into the Foundation Wealth Center so that we could help piece together this puzzle for you. All right, so let me tune in a little more and tell you how that affected you and how we can move through and create something different for you now, okay?
Okay.
All right, so the first thing I got when I tuned in was that your dad was working a job to be responsible and pay the bills, but it didn't make his heart sing, and there was a conflict with that. And so a message that you got with that is that you have to rely on your practical side. And can you see where this fits in your life now, where there would be an insecurity or feeling of instability or some kind of message that I can't do what I want and support myself?
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to ask for any kind of healing to take place as we discuss this. That's the part of the psychic or intuitive healing work that I like to include, is that when we work with the Masters of Light and the Archangels and your higher self, when we bring awareness to what's happening, I'm asking for instant healing so that you can begin to live from a place that isn't held back from old paradigms. You understand that you are free from the thoughts that say, I can't do what I love and earn money. Can you see how that would hold you back in some ways?